in the inner cities, if they're taking away art and they're taking away all these opportunities for in the city, it's mostly black and brown kids to be as expansive a soul as possible, right? And have all those tools and have those ways of approaching the world. I mean, you're setting them up for failure. You're setting them up to be not only failures professionally, but failures like have emotional problems, have problems maneuvering this really hard world where you need to have those tools.
Yeah, definitely. I see it too. I mean, I work in the field of education now. I work in the South Bronx at Hostos Community College.
Right.
And I see it every day. And community colleges in general are picking up the slack of an education system that has been, defunded from the beginning, from the elementary school, middle school, high school. These wonderful, beautiful young people, for the most part, come in, this whole notion of remedial education. Remedial is, we're trying to remedy what the government has failed to do, what districts have failed to do.
Right.
They're not, because if your zip code is this and your zip code is that, you don't get more. It's sick.
It is sick.
And we come in, community colleges are picking up that slack and expected to deliver each year better and better with less resources and less resources and less resources. And to the credit, at least of my college, I got to say that they're doing it. The faculty's doing it. But it's struggle. It's struggle for them. It's struggle for the students. It's harder each year. And it's incredibly sad. And it breaks my heart, to see this happening day in, day out.
And you know what an education in not only the arts, but just an education, let's call it a liberal arts education, what that can do to somebody. And when you see that the system makes it so hard for somebody to get that, if they come from a certain zip code, you're like, man, this is vindictive. And Hostos is, let's say, I mean, it's widely considered, right, the best community college in the state of New York, one of the best community colleges in the country.
I'm going to say that I don't have the proof data to say it's the best one, but it's definitely one of the best ones.
I might have done a little reading and read somewhere that they consider it the best community college in the state.
It's one of the best ones, and I want to include the nation, right?
Yeah.
Because there are hundreds of community colleges out there doing what Hostos is doing. We are, an incredible example of what it is to, be in the heart of one of the poorest communities in the entire nation and still deliver and make sure that brown and black and undocumented and documented and English as a second language learner people are getting out there, getting, empowered, getting educated. That is just a beautiful thing to see. And it takes a village, it does.
I was going to say that it's I know I've never been there, but I read that it was 60-something% Latino.
Yeah.
And it is it's a community college. It's on the Grand Concourse, right? You can't get more community than that in the Bronx than that.
No. And Hostos is there because the community demanded it.
Just to touch on the community college thing, I went to DePaul. I was the first person in my family to go to college, and I didn't know anything about it, and nobody told me anything about it. So I applied to 3 places: DePaul, Loyola, and UIC. And I said, I'm going to go for whoever accepts me first, I'll go there because I don't know if I'm going to get accepted anywhere. And yet, long story short, I hated it at DePaul. Everybody was stuck up, and I just didn't like it there, And so I went to a community college, and I say this all the time. Like, I went to Harper. Shout out to Harper. The environment there was so great because something about a community college. My wife graduated from a community college. The people the kids who go there. They're probably paying for themselves. Their parents aren't paying for them, so they're going there to learn. They're going there to get skills and know-how, and you feel it there more than you feel it. More than I felt it at DePaul. Right? I felt like DePaul there was a lot of rich kids who were like, it was just a rite of passage. I'll go to DePaul and I have my little laptop and my Starbucks, and look at me, I'm a cute college student. But people go to community college, they're like, no, I need to come here, get knowledge, and build my life. And that energy is so great for a college.
It is. It's exactly right. Community colleges are the underdog. They don't, in most of the media, they don't really pay attention to them.
Right.
As a director of communications, I can tell you that it's one of my grievances. You pitch, and it's like, doesn't matter. We don't care about your story.
It's not a
really,
sexy story. Yeah, community college isn't a
not
sexy story.
I don't know about if the word is sexy, but they are doing a service. And when I want to collectively, right? I can't speak for all of the community colleges, but I can pretty much sense that this is happening in most community colleges across the country,
Right.
where, exactly what you said. Students that go there are putting their hard heart to earn that education because they know it's important, and they go through a lot.
A lot of them are working part-time. A lot of them have kids.
Some of them are homeless. Some
Right.
of them, all kinds of situations. And credit to the faculty and all the thousands of faculty members that are working community colleges all across this nation. My hat's off to them, because these are people, men and women with PhDs that are out there, master's degree, that are out there educating the most marginalized communities for the most part in our country. And I say now, I want to be inclusive because of what's happening right now, right? What's happening in the Bronx is also happening in many other places. Yeah. Your experience is exactly, like what I see at Hostos, students that go in and, and sometimes they take 3, 4, 5 years to do it, but it's because there's so much going on in their life that, maybe they can just manage one class a semester.
Yeah.
But they're doing it.
Yeah. And it's a shame that somebody might look at that and, it took me a while to go through college, and I'm not stupid. It's just that when I was lost and I had no guidance, right? I was just like a feather going through, and I don't regret it, I regret that, if you look at my college career, you think I'm stupid, but that's your problem. I
wouldn't say that there's not an ounce of stupid in you.
I left college when I was ready, I like to say,
right. Well, that's good.